Hey everyone, and welcome back to our second episode of Starfinder 2nd Edition here on Standard Actions Network. We're back with the usual crew, and we're just going to jump right into it. Tonight we're going to be checking out the second playtest scenario. It came from the vast. You begin this evening aboard your starship, the Starship Overhaul, which is a Kevlari Venture class explorer. You are transporting some cargo of your choosing between the fringes of the Pact Worlds and the gas giant Brethda, maybe one of its moons. What are you all transporting tonight? It's non-perishable, whatever it is. It's not time sensitive. What are you shipping?
Gallons and gallons of lube.
All right, it's one of those parties.
We're not even 5 minutes in.
Oh, no, demonetized.
I was
water. Where are your mind
Calm
going?
down.
It could be lube for machinery.
Industrial lubricant.
Industrial lubricant. Absolutely. Go down and buy that at Costco, right?
As I'm standing there sticky, now you tell me.
Well,
Sorry.
you're coming in.
This is
You're
terrible.
headed to one of probably one of the many moons of Brethda to deliver this beautiful cargo. And as you are headed in, suddenly a klaxon sounds on the bridge of the overhaul, blaring an imminent notice of collision, when suddenly ahead, swooping into view, maybe you were all in your quarters, autopilot was taking you in, you run up to the helm to see just ahead a starship that looks like a cross between a tree and a starship, spiraling erratically out of control on its flight through space.
Oh,
What?
Kind of looks
Yeah,
like a whale.
that doesn't look like a natural spaceship. That thing's on steroids.
It's a space tree.
A
Can't grow
slight-
bonsai.
Is that to
That's-
scale?
No, probably not. But really lets you get a feel for it.
Absolutely.
I did not measure it out when I created these graphics, unfortunately. They didn't actually give me a scale with it. You, a slight adjustment to your trajectory avoids the collision. You get to a safe, avoidable path very quickly, but this biomechanical starship goes careening past in the direction of Brethda and its many moons, and a quick calculation puts it on a very dangerous course. It's also pretty clear right away that this ship is sort of very slowly tumbling. It does not appear to be acting under its own volition. And that's where we find our crew. What do we go through here? Who's everybody playing tonight? Let's go reverse alphabetical. We're going to be playing some more iconics for this quick session. Jan, who are you playing?
I'm playing Day, the Solarian cat fella.
Nice. So we got a Solarian on the crew.
Yeah.
What about Oren? What are you playing?
I am playing Chick the Mystic of
Nice.
Jan Saran, I think. I double checked this
Yeah.
before, I swear.
The Sheeran Mystic, yeah. Mystic's
Zon
pretty cool. I'm very excited to check it out. Emmanuel.
I'm playing Navasi, the spunky human envoy.
Awesome. I'm very excited to see the Envoy in action. And Dylan.
Yeah, I will be playing Isif, the android operative.
Nice. Well, let's hope this party is up to the task. Right now, Isif, Navasi, Chick, and Day, you're all aboard the bridge of the Overhaul watching this gigantic tree-looking ship tumble towards Brethda on a dangerous course. What do you want to do?
Engage tractor beams.
Should we reach out?
I feel like we should maybe try to figure out what's going on. At the very least, the pain caused by this would be far too sudden if they just crashed into a planet. How else do they experience the true artistry of it? Unless we help them correct their course.
Yeah.
As am I. Let us reach out.
All right.
Excellent.
Isif, you hop on, fingers flying across the keys of the console on the bridge here, and you throw up a bunch of scans against this vehicle. You learn that this vehicle's designation is Bloom. It's known as the Bloom. And your initial scans show that there are dozens of life forms aboard, but any attempt to hail the ship doesn't return. You don't get any response to any of your hails.
Oh, yes,
think-
Bloom. That makes sense.
With your check, you also identify that there are 4 airlocks on this ship, 2 on the port side and 2 on the starboard side. One of these is open.
Can I do a calculation on how long I think the ship has before it collides?
Yeah.
I always forget what's the difference between blind and the other one.
You know that there are probably a number of hours, but not much more than that. It's on a dangerous course. Fast intervention will be required.
Well, they're not responding, so I think we are going to have to board.
Precious few amount of hours to do the good work that we can do. Perhaps I'll find some poetry to write along the way.
Yep, okay, you can do that. Let's get this bad boy docked up.
Would you like to hear one of my poems to help you focus?
Sure, yeah. Can I pilot this bad boy into place and dock
Yeah.
with the airlock?
Gonna give me a.
Or are you trying to get us to go into space in our spacesuits?
Look, we'll find out here. You can give me a piloting check or a computer's check to try to.
They're the same, so I'll give you pilot. I'll do the pilot thing.
Make sense.
Kick on the afterburners. We're going in.
Yeah, you have no problems with this. Despite the strange spin that this ship has, you're able to match it very quickly and park your ship, basically matching their sort of tilt and spin. You're not able to dock directly with their ship, so you will have to make a very short jump over to their vessel from yours. But because of your expert piloting, this is a very small little hop. Unless there's anything else y'all want to do before you get on board.
We could just deliver.
Yeah, make sure I have the stuff I need.
Yeah, do a quick pat check. While you were focusing
Where are my keys? I got my keys.
while you were focusing on docking the ship, you couldn't quite hear Chick's poem as they said it he said it fairly quietly, but you do hear the chorus of tiny little snaps that his vestigial arms do anytime he completes a poem.
Oh, nice.
Chick, that was beautiful. I'm glad you did that. It was fantastic. Look at how close we are now.
I'm so glad I could assist.
All right, everyone, let's suit up. We gotta go into space. We are in
Okay.
space. Get in this
All
airlock.
right.
What are you guys waiting for?
We're gonna.
Nothing is more inspiring than the cruel darkness of the vast empty space.
Well, let's find out how much of that you're about to experience, because I need everyone to either roll me an acrobatics or athletics check to make a very short spacewalk.
This is a problem for Chick
right.
Chick.
Oh no.
Pirouette through the
Don't
Oh,
gate
no,
whatever.
us.
Don't do that. That's just plain rude.
Chick Chick recites a poem to theirself, and oh, sorry, I did that privately. Cast guidance
Oh, there you
before before making their way outside.
So, you all take a little hop, and it's really only about 10 feet from you to the door. From your airlock to that airlock, maybe even a little bit less. And it's a straight shot, and you see that this other door is open, right? No, I should have actually asked. Do you want to go to the open airlock, or do you want to just go to one of the others?
Yes. The
Okay.
open airlock.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
basically calling us to come in.
It'd be
Something
pretty
like
stupid
that,
if we
right?
tried to jump into the closed one. We would.
Well, you could jump over and knock and see.
Perhaps we'll run into some adversity on the easiest path.
Chick Chick and Day. I'm gonna need reflex saves from you both.
I'm a goddamn expert in athletics. How the fuck?
Because you didn't pay attention to the poem.
Chick Chick.
I heard the
is-
whole thing.
I am slightly better at this than the other thing. There's a poem about this. Perhaps I will drift off into space and have time to write it all.
All right, both of you. Well, let's jump back first. Isif and Navasi, you jump right over and make a little hop across, and you just like a little, Navasi, maybe you have your hands in your pockets, and you just like do a little hop skip across, and you land on the other side. Isif, you do like a little spin, and you land with a cool 3-point stance. Chick Chick and Day, I think you probably both collide mid-jump and bounce off each other, and instead of landing through the doorway, you actually smash onto the side of the ship. Both of you are going to take 4 bludgeoning damage
Ow.
as you
the big
careen into
idea?
the side. But as soon as you get over the shock of bouncing off the side, you're able to quickly scramble over into the ship. And as you pass through this open door, all of you notice that there's a very slight green force field is maybe too generous. It's this little energy film almost that covers the door. It has just very slight green tint. And as you make the jump across, you pass right through it harmlessly, despite the door being open to the void. As soon as you get inside your suits, your armor indicates that you are inside of an atmosphere. So, everybody makes it across. Let's get inside here. Hold, please.
The void's so close that you can touch it, but so far away that it cannot harm you.
Why did you guys jump into each other like that? That was not what we were supposed to be doing.
You think you're
I
a
was
wise
looking
guy?
for an experience.
No, I'm a wise girl.
She has a point.
We don't have much time.
You know
True,
what I
true.
mean.
Ah, yes, all business. No time for the arts.
Do you ever feel like your life is controlled by dice?
I feel like my life is controlled by this ship crashing
Yes.
into this planet.
Yes,
Yeah.
dice. Cruel and uncaring. Hard
That one
and
time I
unyielding.
had a real gambling problem, yes. But we're past that now.
Well, you
Every
take a little
step
bit of
you
a gamble.
take is a gamble in the grand scheme of things and the likelihood of sudden incidents occurring. At the term incidents, the click-clack of vestigial arms.
Chick, we really gotta get your healthcare sorted out so you could finally see that therapist when we get back.
I have all the therapy I need right here, holding up a tome that's wrapped in a chain with like thorns on it.
Oh, God. Still has the Hot Topic tag on it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know Chick's rocking the Hot Topic merch.
As you make your way in through this door, you find yourself in a dark room. The airlock to this room, this clearly what is a laboratory, is open, and you've passed through the shimmering green aura. Marks the transition between the inside and the outside. And you find yourself inside some kind of laboratory. It is a mess. Things are thrown everywhere. There are broken specimen boxes and lab equipment everywhere.
So the ship itself is like this mishmash of organic and non-organic. Is there any of that in the interior here? Or is this more mechanical in here? Industrial. What's the vibe?
Yeah, so clearly a lot of it is technological. Metal floors, metal walls. You do get very organic vibes from the design, and it's pretty dark. And I don't know what kind of vision Navasi has.
Probably, normal, dumb human vision. Yeah.
Well, you're rocking a dark vision visor though, which lets you see in the dark. So that's why you can see.
That's why I can see, huh?
And I think all four of our players think everybody has some kind of dark vision, which is going to come in a lot of handy. So you can look around, but it's a little hard to make out. There are clearly some elements here that could maybe be organic, but it's kind of beautiful, and the craftsmanship seems fairly high. So it's a little hard to tell, what is organic and what is not, and just meant to look like it. But you get the vibe that it's a little bit of both. If anybody has any, perhaps some crafting skill or piloting society, you could try to roll to
I'm
know
an
more.
expert society.
Could I do a nature check? Since it's a tree ship?
No. You're not
I'll
going to
do
know
it.
anything
Well, then I
more.
can't do anything.
You're not going to know anything more with that than you already know. Let's put it that way.
Richard, look at the state of this place. What do you think this is all about?
So, Navasi knows, and Isif knows. Day, you're not 100% sure, but you
wanted to
clocked pretty
pretend.
quickly that this is a Xenowarden vessel. Or at least this is a very common type of vessel for the Xenowardens. You know that they're a far-reaching, diverse organization who study and protect natural ecosystems across the galaxy. They explore new planets, create eco-friendly technologies, and much of their technology utilizes biotech, magic, or both. And you know that the Xenowardens would pay well for the return of one of their fancy, somewhat rare starships. Even if nothing valuable is aboard, the ship itself is worth quite a penny.
Well, looks like the Xenowardens has got a ship that's lost. Get it back to them, maybe you will get paid handsomely here. I'm going to take a little step over here. I am announcing what I'm doing to the whole group. I do talk out loud a lot. Get used to it. I'm just going to peek around this door and just see if I see anything.
I will look with you.
Moving militaristically.
Oh, okay.
I don't want
Slicing the pie here.
Moving
taking a point.
significantly.
I'm gonna poke my head in. I'm gonna talk.
Moving
reveal my
significantly less
Philly accent here.
militaristically, I slump over to the door and look through on the other side.
Just like a goth teen. into
Yes.
slam poetry. You
And
take
roll
a peek
perception.
through, and you see what looks like a cargo bay. not a lot in it, but you see some crates. And it's dark other than some flashing lights, which you don't have a great view of, apparently, from where you are, at least.
I'll sneak ahead. And
Okay. You're going to do this stealthily?
Great job. Take the initiative. I said, make sure you're not seen. Go.
You've got this, buddy.
Isaac,
Try
you
not
go...
to think about the crushing weight of the darkness enveloping you.
In the darkness, you see Isaac crouch, and he goes invisible to everybody as soon as he crouches. And he
Oh my god, it's John Cena.
creeps forward. Yeah, Isaac, you walk down a little bit south, and clearly in a cargo bay. You see around you scientific equipment and survey gear is what it looks like. The small bit of light in this room appears to be a porter drone that lies on the ground, sort of slumped against this big crate here, that its legs are twitching erratically, sparks are periodically popping up off of it, little bits of light. Other than that, you see largely just this big cargo bay. There appears to be a door to the west, which you pretty quickly surmise is one of the airlocks. And then there is a open doorway to your east with a bunch of light emanating outside of it.
some sort of core, possibly a generator for the ship.
You see anything?
Not quite, not yet. I will continue forward.
Is it safe for us to follow?
Can
Yes,
we come
yes.
after you?
Let's do it. I'm
Going
gonna
in.
fall in behind his box.
Sure.
Take cover.
Yep. You come into the cargo bay, you see the broken porter drone. It's a big robot used for shipping and carrying things. Isaac, you walk a little bit to your east and find yourself in what is clearly the engineering bay, with the power core here.
Ask for
I don't see
Jordy.
anything. You can come ahead.
Ooh, Shinaroon. Don't you just love the sight of a power core?
As you make your way in here, you see that this, much like the specimen lab that you entered through, the Bloom's engine room was clearly once a marvel of biomechanical engineering, containing a high-speed drift engine, 4 sleek workstations with state-of-the-art biomechanical interfaces, 4 plush chairs grown from leaf fronds and leaf petals. Now, the engine room is a mess. It's a disaster. The front panel is torn off, what is clearly a broken drift engine. There are tools scattered all over the floor, and something has clearly taken some bites out of the chairs and other bits of organic biomass around the room. The ground near the forward door, a bit to the north of Day there, appears to be coated in maybe some sticky looking slime is the best way you can describe it. It trails through the open doors into the midship. And through these doors, you see more of the midship. A lot more of this sticky slime over everything. But that's really all you can see from where you are. There's also a door headed to the east further.
I will investigate this slime. Perhaps it's a beast of murder. Perhaps it's just an herbivore wandering the halls. Only one way to find out, and only one way to experience true art. And then I'll walk over to maybe make a nature check.
Well, if anything tries to hug your face, don't let him.
I don't often receive hugs. I would maybe welcome a hug in the face.
Go ahead and roll.
I'm
go
gonna
ahead and roll
go
nature.
over. I'm gonna go over and just hug Chick for a second. It's all right, partner. All right.
As you look around this room and specifically out towards the what we'll call the north here, you assess a couple different things with your knowledge of the natural world. One is, as you walk by the drift engine, it's clear that it's busted. It is maybe repairable, but it would certainly take days or weeks of work to do this. It's clear to you, even at a glance, Chick, that someone has purposefully damaged the drift engine. Not that it was just damaged in some way. The tools littered across the floor clearly tip you off that, hey, somebody did this. You also pick up with your keen senses that there are some radioactive components present in this power core, although your suits don't give off that telltale clicking noise that would indicate that you're getting exposure. You're just sort of maybe familiar with this type of engine or this style of power core to know that there's some radioactive elements that may be of concern. But that part, the casing seems undamaged.
We should
As
be
you look
careful lest the rapid decay of the universe speed up for us around this radioactive matter.
You also see up north that there's a lot of slime everywhere. It's clearly organic. And as you look north, you see through the doors ahead, not only this thick layer of slime, but pulsing organic masses. Amid this slime all over the place, you see what you can only describe as egg sacs, perhaps, and
No.
small grub-like creatures crawling around all over with oddly humanoid bone faceplates, each engorged and nearly a foot in length.
Chick
So I don't like
pulls
how you
the-
said pulsing and engorged.
Yeah.
I don't like
It's
it.
great, especially for the
the,
worm-like entities.
Movement, it's very dark and it's hard to see, even with your vision out into the whole room. But it is clear there is movement in the distance, which clues you into that there may be a number of these little slimy things.
Chick pulls the pain glaive off of their back, kind of hefts it in two hands, and then looks around and says, well, I feel like the drift engine was intentionally damaged, and if I were to take a wild guess, it's probably because of these strange creatures that live here. And so perhaps we were not meant to find this thing, and we have happened upon a great gift. And we can return this vessel to its rightful owners with a fresh set of paint on the inside.
Should we just kill him with fire? Is that what we should do? It kind of feels like an extermination
don't
kind of thing needs to happen.
I don't really want to repaint anything.
Isif, as this is happening, you catch just a hint of movement. Through the door to your east, you see what you are pretty certain is a woman running forward through the room, heading north. But you only see it out of the corner of your eye. When you look again, you see nothing and hear nothing.
Well,
As if you turned.
I am, and I need to investigate this.
What did you see?
I swore I saw a woman.
Would you like
You've only got
backup, my
eyes for
friend?
one thing, don't you?
Follow through the door.
Where are you
My-
going?
All right, I'm going with SF.
Okay.
I'm gonna fall back.
Before I walk away, can I attempt to close this door?
Yes.
Okay.
You just close it.
Oh, Jesus
cool.
Christ, that was a loud noise.
I imagine it like slurps and pops against some of the green goo and egg sacs, and it just makes a really unpleasant squelching sound.
Absolutely.
It closes
You,
and Chick Chick is just music to my ears.
As you head a little bit to the east here, you pop into this next room, you find yourself in another cargo bay. This starboard cargo bay seems to contain replacement parts for the starship, as well as UPBs and assorted inedible sundries.
You had me at edibles, and then you lost me at inedibles.
I could have sworn I saw someone.
Did I say edible? I meant inedible. If I said
No, you
edible,
did. You said inedible.
inedible.
Okay.
Deo just wanted to hear edibles. They
I'm
needs to
going
relax.
Sneakily approach the door.
I can help you relax, Day. I have a few methods that I use myself.
I'm gonna step one this way.
Sure.
Since
You
this
hear
is
the-
a
you
wild
Talk about
goose
that back
chase,
on the ship.
The little
Cannot
like click clack
find
of
anyone.
a bunch of vestigial limb snapping.
As you step forward to peer a bit to the north, Chick Chick, suddenly you hear a woman whispering right in your ear, and you turn and look, and you could swear she's behind you again, and you keep whipping around as you keep hearing these whispers that sound right behind you. You can almost feel her breath on your neck.
Chick Chick looking momentarily shaken, looks back and just, hold on, I've been looking up sad poetry.
And
You
no
okay
one else.
there, buddy? You look like you saw a
He
ghost.
wasn't sad anymore. He was just numb, and he knew that was somehow worse. I heard a voice, a woman whispering in my ear, and I thought for a moment it was my lord coming for me. But
What
I
did she
think
say?
it
Sure.
might just be something a little spooky. And he shuffles forward with his Jenkos dragging on the ground.
Oh, nice.
Why did the depressed one have to hear the talking? We don't know what she said, did we?
Now-
Do you?
Now, this is some character development.
Oh, nice pants. All right.
As you peek forward, you see to your north, Isif, another room ahead, and this room appears to be another specimen room, another specimen lab. It's also a mess. There are specimen containers all over the place, and another airlock in this room.
Another dead end. It seems
No
I've
people
detoured us.
here.
There's a
Hmm.
door down here, isn't there?
I think that's
It
the airlock.
seems
I
that's an
believe
airlock.
that door
Is that an
goes
airlock?
outside.
Yeah.
And as much as I welcome the cold hug and embrace of the void, I feel like the rest of you would not appreciate it as much as I do.
At least you still know that.
It's
Can-
okay. I've been working my magic, and I'm sure that eventually my poetry will drive you towards the cold, comforting embrace of the void. Then
Could
we can
I?
be together. Just Chick Chick
Is-
with
alright,
terrible
We just
timing.
jump out the airlock.
You know what? Let's go.
Now, what were you gonna do?
Could I roll deception to try and lure out this little hide and seek mouse?
Sure. What do you want to do? How are you
I'm
doing
gonna.
this?
Oh no. This is just me announcing. You know, I'm just. Hey, if there's anyone out here, just show yourself. You got nothing to worry about. We're just transporting lube. What's the problem?
It's
this
industrial, not the
deception?
fun kind.
This is deception. It's
What
supposed to
is-
entice them.
Sure, this isn't diplomacy, or
Oh, you're right. That it's kind of no, I want to use deception. What could I? Also, I have a fantastic hat. Looks great on everyone. I could give it to you. There, I put in some deception.
Okay, sure. the line between deception and diplomacy is so thin anyway, right?
Yeah.
Navasi, you turn around and you're like, what hat? I want to see this hat. But no one else reacts.
Oh my god.
Perhaps the spooky
am hot.
entity only comes out when it's most convenient for dramatic effect.
Ain't it always?
And perhaps whoever is left behind and alone, which it's strange that Isif experienced it first and not me. I'll have to do better in the future.
Honestly, she's probably not even that cool. So we just
I
get
think
outta
that
here.
I could learn a lot from her.
As
Her
you
sense of dramatic timing is impressive.
as you walk back into the engineering room, amidst the engine and the consoles and the half-eaten chairs and whatnot. The lot of you suddenly hear screaming coming from back the way you came into the ship.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You hear a woman scream echo through that side of the ship.
Will not be fooled again.
I could be fooled again. I'm up for being fooled. Let's think.
Can't fool a fooler.
Yeah.
We're gonna check. Day.
See, we
Should
take
we
one more gander.
investigate?
Oh wait, there's an also. I wanna take a little gander at the, maybe specifically at the cargo that's here. Maybe someone's hiding out inside of it.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
And while they're doing that, I'm heading back towards the airlock that we came in at and trying to poke around and maybe get a better grasp on, because there's a broken down drone in here, right? Yeah. Maybe get a better grasp on what happened to the drone.
Sure, you can take a peek at that. Yeah, Day, give me perception, Day. Day, you take a look around this cargo bay, and you find some useful-looking bits and bobs.
Oh, would you look at that? I love bits and I love bobs. What did we say we found?
Bits
Oh,
and bobs.
And hopefully you can
Whoa.
open that this time.
I can open it.
I can see it.
Hey, Deep, come over here. There's some stuff over here. Oh, an armor upgrade.
Petrol tank.
Yeah,
Ooh.
who wants to show everybody what we got here? Talk us through
Got
it.
a radiation buffer, tactical,
Yeah.
a hacking toolkit, an infiltrator's toolkit, petrol tank, advanced, an
Ooh.
incendiary grenade, advanced. What makes a petrol tank advanced, I wonder?
It's probably
just
been
hold
through
them all?
high school.
There's high school in your culture?
We're not barbarians. I received quite
Touche.
a healthy formal education in the public school system.
At least the government pays for it.
Where else do you think I achieved all of my artistic abilities?
Through therapy?
This is the only outlet that I need.
So yeah,
I
there's
have some of this stuff already. So I have an infiltrator's toolkit and a hacking toolkit already. So I
Yeah.
need to take that.
If anyone's trained in computers and doesn't have these things, they're probably pretty good for you.
Well.
There's also an armor upgrade if anyone wants it, but I might see if I want it too. I did find it anyway. I just have to look at my armor.
While
I'll take
everybody's
the
looking through
hacking
that,
toolkit.
I'll be poking around over here.
if you want to grab anything.
The radiation buffer. Anyone want some grenades? Huh? No?
I'll take a grenade.
Take a grenade. There's 4 grenades.
I like
don't-
throwing stuff, you know?
Throwing shade.
And I'll take the, I feel like, this is Chekhov's petrol tank, so I'm going to take that too.
Sure.
Take it all.
Yeah, you grab a bunch of the goodies here. While you're picking through this pile here, you notice that Chick Chick is not with you anymore. Chick Chick, you're over here in the other cargo bay. Why don't you give me a perception check as well as you poke around here, and also take a look at this robot. Start by taking a quick look at this porter drone here. It is busted. It's clear that something has knocked it over and torn it up quite a bit. Sort of, it looks like part of it's been pulled apart slightly. You gauge, though, even if it's not within your skill purview, somebody who's good with computers could probably try to get some info off of the drone. Or somebody who's good at crafting, you don't think it's that hard to repair either, if you wanted to get it up and running.
Well, I happen to be pretty good at crafting.
Sure. It's going to take about 10 minutes to spend 10 minutes to try to fix it, but you feel pretty confident that it can be done.
Yeah, that feels like Chick Chick is a little trying to get their vestigial limbs to do something other than snap.
Sure.
If you hear
And
any
they're
more
also-
whispering,
They're also kind of hoping that they'll get the spooky ghost lady again, since they're by themselves.
Well, you spend 10 minutes trying to fix this thing up, and disappointedly, you hear no other spooky ladies or anything like that. But you power up and re-engineer this porter drone. You get it up and running. You can actually control this thing.
Hold on,
Yeah.
friend, you're not ready yet. And then I make them stand still while I put, like, I grab some, like, black smudge off of the ground where it was, some oil, and I just give it black eyeliner.
Amazing. Let's do this. Here, you actually should probably be able to move him around if you want.
That
Check out
seems
his
to be the case.
character sheet. So
Is the
functions
drone's
as a
name
minion.
Black Parade?
Oh, I forgot to
fun.
mention. As you're poking through here, and then fixing up the drone, you also find some other stuff in this room. Nothing of like interesting note, but some gear, you know. And everybody else.
Is there
you
another
can-
petrol
you can,
tank?
You can come on over. Like it takes Chick Chick 10 minutes, so you guys could do other stuff too while this is happening.
Chick Chick. You got the robot
have-
working. Look at you.
hey, you got a friend.
I fixed them. They're better now. As
sure
you
are.
see the black eyeliner and also what looks strangely like black nail polish on each of its little fingies.
What do you want to call it?
Chester.
Oh, how do you do, Chester? Does it talk?
It starts playing. Chick Chick did one small modification. It starts playing Linkin Park.
Oh no!
Make it stop.
Oh no!
Hey, there's some nice stuff in here. Anybody eyeing some cable line? I'll take some cable line. No.
None of it really appeals to me.
If no one else wants it, I'll take some
An
cable.
anti-grav harness.
So the cable line is probably most useful with that auto grappler. That's sort of a combo.
Yep.
Yes. Does anyone want
It's-
it before it's gone? No? No?
can always trade it
trying to
around
be
too.
Okay, I'm not trying to be a hog.
We can always do a roll-off if multiple parties are interested.
But if someone wants that, what's it called? If anyone wants the anti-grav harness, no.
Gain 1 item bonus to acrobatics checks when you aren't off guard or clumsy while untethered in 0G. I assume this is like a thing that you wear over your standard gear because it does not look like it takes up a slot.
That is correct.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be anti-gravitational. Why not?
Okay. As you're sorting through this, Chick, you just sort of finish up. Everyone comes over, sorts through all the gear here. And that's when you hear, to your north, in the next room, the crying.
Should we go back to the west room and investigate that crying?
I think the crying was coming from the north.
I heard it on the other side of
the
these doors.
west.
And I'm gonna open the door.
It's the room
again.
with all the. Oh, I see.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my.
Yeah, I think we just gotta go in here now.
Can someone lube up that door so it doesn't fucking scream at us every time?
I'm gonna.
Do you want to go
we
back
have to
to
go
the
back
ship
to
and
our
get
ship
the industrial
and-
lube?
Yeah, we can, but we're wasting time. This big ship is gonna crash here in like 40 minutes.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's just go in. Fine.
I'm gonna sneak in.
Watch out for the bugs.
If we save the ship, we'll lube the door.
Okay.
You head up in. You head up north. Where is? Am I missing somebody here?
Oh,
the
sorry,
drone?
my camera just cut out. For some
Isaac
reason.
just went forward. Okay. Yeah, you
Oh.
you walk up into this room. Sorry, I had to scroll a little bit here. You walk up into this big central room, the midship. This large chamber is coated from floor to ceiling with slimy effluence. You spot these pulsing growths the size of a brutalis ball. Numerous grub-like creatures with these little mandibles and bony growths even that look disturbingly like a human skull writhe amid alien egg sacs. This room is slow going. Getting through the slime, it's thick and it squelches and your feet get stuck in it. Give me a perception check.
Everybody
Got it.
or just
Yes, we'll do everybody.
Everybody in the club doing perception checks. Everybody doing perception checks.
Okay. You all notice.
I've seen it all.
But Chick, you're on high alert. You especially notice. There, these slimy grub things. There's a lot of them all over the place here. And they don't seem to be paying much attention to you. But you're the first to notice they're sort of wiggling around everywhere. But you see that they all have sort of triangulated themselves in sort of one direction. They're all sort of creeping one direction. And as you come up into this room and you start to get a good look around, you see these sort of undulating piles up ahead in the darkness. And Ice, if you walk up a little bit further and you're like, what is that? And that's when you realize that these creatures have formed into these giant mounds, these writhing mounds. And now that they've compiled up, they've started moving towards you.
Oh my goodness.
I believe I've discovered a problem.
I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
Those are big piles.
Yeah.
They're so big.
Oh no.
Ooh, I got a plus 13 to initiative. Look at that. That's going to be great.
shit.
Ooh, 30. Ooh.
Ooh, big rolls here. Holy crap.
I'm gonna give myself
Feels good when
so
you
I
roll
can
30.
once a day give myself a bonus with my holy talisman. And this feels like a good time to use that. Oh, whoops! I didn't roll it public. Oh well.
Okay. Not bad. You see these things clearly slurping towards you at this point, now that they've congealed together. Navasi, you're up first.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is Navasi is going to. I have a clear line of sight to the one here on the west, this pile of things. I am. I think it's in range. Probably should be. It's about 25, 30 feet away. I am going to acquire an asset,
Nice.
which is. I'm going to observe the foe, and essentially I got to make a attack with my laser pistol when I'm not actually shooting it. But if I hit, or maybe it is, I'm hitting it. Melee range strike against trees. So I think I actually am hitting it.
On.
And then basically the idea is if I hit, I can recall knowledge immediately.
Okay.
So I will try to shoot it.
Which one are you shooting?
The western one,
Okay.
because I have a clear, at least according to my vision, I have a clear line of sight on this one.
I think so. Yeah, a lot of these big things in here you can actually walk underneath.
I got a 16.
16 to hit
Four
is
on
not
the dice. Ugh.
gonna do it. Yeah, you sort of shoot into the pile and nothing really happens. There's not a big reaction. You're not sure if you really connected with anything meaningful.
Okay. That's one action. I have two more. Okay, I'm gonna say get him. I'm gonna get that one on the left. All right, come on with these dice rolls.
Oh, well,
Tracking, it did something. I don't know, but it's probably a miss. 12 total.
at 12 total, unfortunately, I don't think it added it, actually, but it is a miss, unfortunately. 12, even with the buff, is not going to do it.
Yep.
But they are got him.
All right, that's my turn. Yeah.
Okay.
I did a lot of talking and a lot of missing.
Let's jump over to Chick.
Yeah, well, I already had my pain glaive out. Nobody is currently injured. Can I attempt to recall knowledge about these creatures? I want
It's
to
going to be an
figure out if they
action
have
to
any.
do so. But
Yeah.
absolutely.
I want to figure out if they have anything that is going to mess up my spell casting.
Sure, if you have some applicable lore you think, you could let me know. I could tell
don't
you.
think Zon Shellen lore is going to work, but
Probably not. But nature.
nature, yeah, I was just about to say, nature I got in spades, I think.
All right, let's do it. Oh no.
Okay, I don't have nature in spades.
It's a little dark in here. You're not 100% sure.
You know what? I'll use my hero point to reroll that.
Oh, okay.
I
Might as
want
well use
to
them up.
learn some information.
Okay. You do know some things about these creatures. So you're not 100% sure like what species it is or anything like that, but you are able to pull out some useful identifiable information about these swarms, because these are swarm type creatures. So they're gonna have swarm minds, meaning mental effects. Gonna be tricky unless you're targeting area of effect things. You are pretty sure swarms are immune to being grabbed, precision damage, being prone, restrained. You have a strange sense that area damage, fire damage, or splash damage would be useful against these creatures.
Okay.
And you know that as swarms, if they try to get you, swarm attacks work by the enemy crawling right up on top of y'all.
Right. And so single target spells, would those be less effective, is what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay. In that case...
Not
I
ineffective
will.
specifically, but
Right, but...
unless it is
Not
precision
entirely
based. If
effective.
it's precision damage, then that's not going to help you out here.
Yeah, that's not going to do much. I think what I'll do is I will target this one over here that has been so effectively gottomed. And so with my last 2 actions, I am going to cast the spell Grim Tendrils. Hold on.
Awesome.
Hop in. So Grim Tendrils is a line that I can... Hold on. The line, where'd it go? I think I can get the creature. I should have just said I'm gonna get the creature. I don't know what happened, why this line
That's
is
okay.
being so funky.
Let's see if
But-
we can do it. What's the
I was
distance
trying
on
to,
this thing?
yeah, I was trying to rotate it, and it's a 30-foot line.
30-foot line. Well, that's 40 feet. Let's
Yeah, 30 feet. It runs through 30 feet.
Yep. You can get to 30 feet.
All right, cool. So it has to make a Fortitude save
Okay. Let's
against
do it
my
here.
spell save DC, which is a 21. Yeah, it says it right there, I guess.
Well, a natural 1. Natural 1 on the dice.
No.
So it's
That
not
sounds
going
like
to save.
what is its well, is its total less than 10?
Its total is... it critically fails this check.
Oh, hell yes. So, on a critical failure, it takes double damage, which I think is
Oosh.
going to take quadruple damage. And it also gets double the persistent bleed damage. So,
Okay.
let's see.
A big hit here.
Yeah, there's no easy way for me to just double the damage. So I think I need
When
to
you
just
click
add
damage, it doesn't give you a
2d4.
critical option?
It doesn't seem to, but that's okay.
Okay.
I can just add extra damage.
Well, in
Um.
Pathfinder, we just multiply by 2, so... or in
Oh,
Starfinder.
yeah, true,
so
true.
you can roll it once and we can do the math.
So that is 6 points of damage.
So
Oh
it's
yeah, there's a number
12.
right there to double it. Maybe? No. I doubled it. Cool. We're
Give
figuring it
yourself-
out.
It puts it there for me, too. I think if you targeted the creature, it might have done that using
Oh,
the
yeah.
Foundry targeting system. But
Yep.
that's okay.
Yep.
So the creature's
T
going to
for
take
targeting.
12. And it's actually going to take a little bit more because you know that area damage, I think, which this counts as.
Yeah, it's a line weapon, which I believe
Yep.
counts as an area.
So you're going to do 18.
That
What kind
feels
of
good.
damage is this? Void
This
damage?
is
or?
void damage.
Nice. Okay. 18 void damage. It's persistent bleed?
Yep, so it takes 2 points of persistent bleed damage.
Oh my god. Bleed 2.
Yeah, so there's a get 'em. It takes an additional 1-2 damage, right? Because of the get 'em. I get a +1 circumstance bonus to damage rolls. So since it's a critical hit, it would double to 2 or yes,
plus
there's a
one
critical success
circumstance.
rather.
Oh my gosh. So you. Oh wow. We're doing a lot of damage here.
So an additional what, like 3 damage or something?
I helped.
Yeah.
You did
Okay.
great. I
That-
love the new envoy.
That was awesome. Okay. So that was
So yeah,
2 actions, I'm guessing.
yeah, that was 2 actions. I already did the recall knowledge. So Chick says they're swarms of creatures. They will try to tear you apart piece by piece. Try not to let them get on top of you. Fire works best, but the darkness within my soul can also accomplish great things as he just kind of like spins his hands around, and he like throws his chest back as you hear the jangle of his chained wallet as a line of darkness shoots from his chest as his Jankos just rustle in the breeze.
Jankos.
It's canonical now.
He's got a
Jankos.
skateboard in there.
He's got a whole
Full
Nintendo
laptop
64.
in the back pocket.
Well, Chick releases just a little of the darkness within, dealing some really significant damage to this creature. It's gonna be Day's turn.
I am going to. I need to get 15 feet. I'm photon attuned from the start. As soon as I rolled initiative, used my first action to move, and now I would like to use my supernova feat. And I'm gonna put that in the chat. So this is kind of the equivalent of my like a Zenith Revelation, but without having to attune fully. And
You just are.
yeah, and I can do either a 15-foot or 30-foot emanation, and get an area fire damage. So I'm going to do a 15-foot because I get 5d8 instead of 5d6.
Oh man.
I wonder if area fire damage does extra damage.
Let's find out.
That's what I'm hoping. Okay, so the emanation comes from me. Oh wait, shit! Our little robot's in the way.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah,
don't
your
worry about
robot's
it.
there.
It sucks, but
Wait, where can I go where I won't hit robot? Okay, wait. Okay, how about this? Wait, so before I'm not gonna remove exit. Okay, if I go here, it's still highlighted in green.
Robot still dies.
But it still gets the drone from there.
Yep.
No,
It's okay.
I'm
He was
sorry.
already dead.
I'm sorry, Chester. I'm so sorry.
I can just put him back together again.
Find
It's
out.
much
He was
easier
your-
than piecing myself back together.
I don't know what kind of depression you're gonna be in when I kill your only friend. No.
Oh man. Okay. So that is a fortitude save as a 16.
Oh,
So that is going to be a failure.
Yeah.
And it's
okay, that's great.
blinded. That's good shit. Doesn't really have eyes, but it's still cool.
Target. Hey. This one. All right. Let's roll some damage.
Yeah. Big damage here.
Holy smokes. That's a lot of dice.
Golly.
27 fire damage.
27
Kaboom.
fire area damage.
That's
Oh,
right.
wait, the drone needs to make that save too. That's right.
Oh, you want to roll for the drone?
The drone
Oh.
doesn't even have a value for.
It doesn't. It fails.
Save. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just dead.
The
It has
drone
10
dies.
HP. Oh,
Yep,
no.
10 HP.
Drone goes to 0. Bye,
It's,
Chester.
Sorry.
Chester shuts down.
We hardly knew you.
We hardly. Yeah.
God, the Linkin
But-
Park fans are going to be really mad at you, Jan.
Oh no. 27.
I-
What have you done?
Let's do some math here. Okay, so do weaknesses stack?
I'm sure hoping so.
Yeah, you go up, you explode, burst of flame everywhere. Flames erupt all over the place here in this huge burst, including Chester. Burning all over. This thing dies. Screeches, screams, collapses into a pile of goo.
Serves you right.
I think that was a pretty good attack now. The only problem is all the slime everywhere catches on fire.
Scheiße.
Making it a little bit difficult over here. Let's
Oh no.
so there
That's a
is
fun little
fire
detail
all
they
around
added.
you now.
It
All
doesn't
over
just
the place,
sort of
burning.
disappear?
Not yet.
Okay. I should have thought that through, but hope everyone likes toasted marshmallows.
That's a move in 2 actions. That's your turn.
Yeah. That's me.
Yeah, it's gonna move down here. Just sort of assuming Isif as it sort of swarms around you, coming up to almost above your waist. And as it does, it's going to let... Oh, no, it's not. Yes, it is. It's gonna let out a... No, shoot. It's not.
This
Yes,
is a real
it
roller
is.
coaster.
Oh, sorry.
God.
Well, this is a swarm, so it's of many minds what to do.
Yeah.
I
Sounds
think
like
what
it.
it's
Evidently.
going to do is it's going to let out a scream that resonates through your skulls and not through the air itself. And I think I'm gonna require Isif and Chick and Navasi to all give me basic reflex saves here.
Reflex saves.
Not a basic. That's just a D20. Is that what that means?
Yep, it's just a reflex save like normal.
Yeah,
Oh,
basic
reflex.
is
You
a
said reflex,
basic
I'm an
is a
idiot, sorry.
descriptor that basically affects how like critical and whatnot works.
I read it. I privately rolled it.
Okay. So let me just do this. Whoops. There we go. We are gonna say Isif saves, Navasi saves, Chick does not save.
That makes sense.
Isif and Navasi are gonna take 9 sonic damage. And Chick, you're gonna take 18 sonic damage.
Sonic damage.
As this happens here, you see
being
another
swarmed.
huge pile.
Nope. Stay in that other room.
Oh,
Loop
they
out of
dead.
this room as these creatures are still swarming all over the place. Makes it down to here.
What's everyone saying? I can't see anything. What's going on?
So there's another one.
There's more worms.
And I need, well, I don't need, but Isif, it's your turn. You're
Real
currently
quick, I
in the
apologize.
midst
How
of
much
this.
damage did that take?
18.
18. Okay, I take
18 sonic.
18.
Yes.
Got it.
And I'm going to make a flat check against bleed as well. But go ahead, Isif, it's your turn.
I'm gonna tactically advance here. Away. At half speed. I will actually toss a grenade at it.
Oh, okay.
This one.
Incendiary grenade. Okay. What is the incendiary grenade do here in this instance? So this is our first grenade here.
Yeah. So it just you throw it at the thing, and then it's a reflex save against the class DC and the tracking value of the weapon.
Did it already disappear from your inventory?
It did, yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I
Used
have
it.
one. I can. I can narrate a little bit here. Incendiary grenade is an area fire. It does 2d8 fire damage with a basic reflex
2d8.
save.
Just guys,
Okay.
look at the fire.
If you click on the image for it, it should put it in chat for everybody.
Oh,
I think that
Look at
should
that.
work. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
I see you
Okay.
fingering an incendiary grenade.
I'm
Let's
sorry,
leave some
I'm
room
scared.
that's not on fire.
Now ISIF's was only commercial grade, which is a little bit different.
Oh yeah.
So let me oh shucks.
This one was in high school.
Yeah, let's do
We established that.
incendiary. Did that work? Let's do this again. Oop,
You said
there
it
we
was
go.
commercial,
Cool. So,
so it's 1d8.
one, yeah, there we go. Revealed. So, commercial grade. Okay, cool. So it's a reflex save. Let's do it. Which one where are you trying to throw it?
I'm gonna. It's how big? 5 feet radius. I'll throw it in between the two of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Land it right in
Nice.
between. So I guess there's no like grenade miss rules here, huh?
No,
Nope.
it's
It
just
works
a
like
save.
area fire where it just affects an area
Just
within
works.
its range.
That's fun. I
A
do
lot less
enjoy
fun
the
than the other. Yeah.
I do enjoy the random one that bounces fun. But that's okay. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna make some saves here. Basic reflex. Let's go. Top one first. Whew. Fail. Not a critical fail, but it's a fail. Second one. South. Second one's gonna succeed. That's gonna take half
No.
damage. So go ahead and roll damage.
Mwah, mwah.
2. Okay. But
The south one takes extra damage, right, from get 'em?
yeah, the south one takes some extra damage. And yeah, we're gonna do this here.
Yeah, what do they? What's their bonus for area and fire?
Some. So we're gonna take a bunch up here. And this one has boom.
Very
That's
nice.
a lot of damage. Yeah, the this one goes up in smoke. One. Oh, I can barely see through these guys. Wait, can I not do that? Here we go. I have to do this.
No.
There's now fire everywhere. But this one is up in it. So 1 kill, 1 burning. Not bad at all. That was a move and a standard, right? Or a move and a manipulate. I think it's only one.
I think
Is it one action to
would-
throw a grenade or 2?
I think it's an action to draw the grenade,
Ah.
and then one action to activate it, it looks like.
That makes sense like everything else.
That's 3.
Okay. Well, I think Isaac did some good damage there.
Oh, for sure.
Take us to the top of the round, Navasi.
I'm going to take out my Incendiary Grenade Advanced Edition.
Okay.
And what is... It's got a 10-foot radius on this one.
Yeah.
Did I just see fire expand to an area?
Yep. Oh, whoops. I did that. Sorry. That was me. Fat finger.
I don't know what the range is. Like, how far can I throw a grenade? I wonder.
You can throw this just north of him to catch him in that 10-foot. He's gonna roll a fortitude save. What is the fortitude
Reflex.
here?
So
Yeah, that's what I
reflex
was.
save.
Because on the other one it said it's a reflex save. It is a reflex save, but
Yeah, it's a reflex based off of class DC. All grenades work the same way. Area fire and grenades and whatnot.
Ooh. What is your class DC? It's at the very bottom of your skills, your proficiencies page.
21.
21. Well, this fails, so he's going to take full damage. Go ahead and roll damage.
Hot dog. All right, let's see.
Ooh,
14 fire.
Okay.
very good.
This thing explodes with fire and also melts down with a sickening splat, just like the others. And you find
Sick.
yourselves out of combat.
I'd take a step back into the other room, get away from the fire. Hey guys, don't stand in a fire.
I too would step back.
But it takes a few moments, but the fire does start to dissipate pretty quickly.
It's getting sweaty in there, huh?
Getting sticky.
Does anybody require medical attention?
I think I'm okay. How are you feeling, Chick Chick?
Bad.
Is it because of the robot?
It stings a little, but loss is no stranger to me.
You want me to patch you up?
I
can
can handle it just fine, thank you.
You sure? I got a steady hand.
I am going to spend 10 minutes doing the treat wounds action. Maybe it'll do the thing. Whatever. So I make a medicine check. And I believe I'm only trained, so I can only attempt the DC 20 or the DC 15. And if I succeed, I get some hit points back. So it'll be a medicine check. Bam. Bam.
Oh,
Oh,
you
shit.
succeed. That is a
I critically
critical success.
succeed, which gives me 4d8 healing instead of 2d8 healing.
Hmm.
19 points.
Nice.
I played a character that rolled medicine in a PF2e game, and I don't think I ever once rolled that well for my healing.
Shit.
All right, 19. Does that put you at full? Probably.
Yeah,
that's-
that puts me back at full.
Just over what you lost. So you find yourselves in a quiet ship once again.
Oh, looks like the fire's out.
Every place the fire burned up ahead in the midship area, the slime has been dissipated, creating just a blanket of ash everywhere. But large parts of the rooms are still completely coated, and you still see the stray, creeping slug grub thing, and these little like egg-like pustules growing everywhere.
I feel like we have to go that way anyway, right? Say we go back through that room.
Agreed.
Should we
Let's
kill
go.
the eggs?
Wait, is there a door at that first? Wait, should we open this door?
Absolutely. Open the door.
Okay, there we go. I did it. Oh, what is this? This is an elevator?
You find a little closet area.
Oh. Anything
Don't go in there.
inside?
There might be brooms in there.
Is it empty? There's nothing in it. It's totally empty?
It's not totally empty, but there's nothing in there that looks of interest. like some shelves with some knickknacks and little pieces here and there.
I step inside and I jump up and down.
You have a great time. It's a little crowded, honestly.
But nothing happens.
Look for a candlestick that you can like pull on.
Nothing happens when you go
Or
in there.
another door.
I look for a candlestick that I can pull on.
Perception.
Let's see.
No candlesticks. There's a mop. It doesn't do anything when you touch it.
But you could be the Toxic Avenger if you want it.
I step out of the closet.
The third guy came out
we
of
got
here.
choices to make. Left, east, or west.
He's got a bunch of cots over here.
Oh, looks like the decision's been made. To the west. You want to take a look there, sneaky guy?
Sure.
Am I the sneaky guy?
No. The
I
operative.
don't know who. What do you see?
Isif.
What do
Yeah.
I see?
Ooh. What do you see? You take a look around. This room is full of slime. Not as thick as the previous room, but, well, sort of in the center near the door, it's pretty thick. But you clearly see the signs of these creatures sort of wiggling around in here still. But other than that, it looks like it was just a simple little barracks bedroom for people going around in this ship. As you start to fuss around in here, though, you do pick through the slime and some of the footlockers, and you do find a couple, well, one interesting little tidbit.
A jetpack.
Who leaves a perfectly good jetpack lying around?
It's a nice little armor upgrade.
Fancy.
Any of the non-acrobatic folk want this?
Don't worry, I have wings.
Don't know if I can.
I'm very delicate.
This
Does
is an armor upgrade, so
Oh,
this would
game
install
still
into your
positive.
armor.
Gotcha. While they're figuring that out, I'm just looking through these other closets.
Sure, I'll just take it. And spend the time to equip it.
Did anybody go into this room to the east?
No.
Not
Okay,
yet.
cool. Sorry, I was fixing my camera when you were talking about it. I'll poke around in here then, while everybody's
Sure.
putzing about elsewhere.
So, you go to the room to the east. Again, this looks almost identical to the room to the west. Another bunk quarters. A lot of slime again here, but you start to poke around to see if there's anything interesting. And you definitely find one interesting thing in one of the footlockers.
It's a nudie mag.
I found
Hey.
somebody's poetry. And also
Oh,
these
no.
really aggressive shit stompers.
Hey, that's what I wear.
Is it really? Poetry in there?
Great.
No.
It's booties.
It's right up your alley. Mag boots. Oh my god, we're getting in a water temple.
Does anybody else have a need to walk on metal walls?
Oops. I mean, who doesn't?
I can't think of a direct application, but if nobody else will have it.
Think about all the pranks you could pull with them.
You know how much I do love a prank. You've inspired me, Navasi. I'll take them.
There's a door up
Is that a
front.
door up there? Do I see a door over here?
Yeah. Let's go to that one.
Might as well. Oops. Is
Sorry,
it locked?
Did somebody close me in this room?
Yep, Chick stuck. Chick got stuck. You go up to the door to the north in the center here. It is actually not locked. It is just shut.
I'm gonna listen at the door to see if I hear anything.
That's a great idea. Give me a perception check.
You got it. Here comes.
Ooh. You take a minute, maybe you hold up a hand, put your ear to the door, and you just listen as hard as you can, and you have to sort of focus out the squelching of these slimy eggs and creatures all around you in this room, but you're pretty sure you don't hear anything. Except
That's probably safe.
after a second, you do hear something, but it's not from the room ahead. You hear this scraping metallic sound, and you look up and you see these ventilation vents going around the top of this room, and you just hear this scraping, squeaky noise as if something is pulling itself through these vents. And you can see this occasional flexing.
John? Is that you?
How delightfully
Mr.
ominous.
McCain? I actually do say something. Hello, someone in the vents.
There's no response.
It's probably nothing.
Let's
Just the wind.
open this door.
You guys hear that though? I'm not crazy, right? There's something moving around in those vents.
It's delightfully ominous. Perhaps there's something ahead that will be good fodder for a poem.
Always thinking. I like it. What do you guys want to do? Open a door or shoot at the vents? I'll shoot it.
I'm always down to open the door.
Ooh, a meeting room.
Oh, thank the gods. I was hoping we could have a meeting. Everybody sit down.
You open the door here and you see a galley, it looks like. Little dining room, there's a small kitchenette here, some small storage areas for food. There's a beautiful table in the center and some lounge chairs. A bunch of these furniture pieces look as if they are grown right out of the ship themselves. They're made of leaves, just like the seats you saw back in the engine room in front of the consoles. It's clear that this has been raided, chewed. It's all half destroyed. Even the table has big bites out of it. There's slime over top of everything here. Not enough to make it tricky, difficult terrain like you saw in the previous room, but still enough to be very gross. Other than that, this room is quiet. There are doors to your east, west, and north.
I will take the east.
Jay's
I'll
gonna.
back you up.
I'll pop in and I'll look around, trying to find somebody's poetry.
You find a very nice cabin room. You get the sense pretty quickly this is probably the captain's room. It's messy but not destroyed like the others, but it does appear someone has rifled through it, and there's gear and things thrown all about.
This place is loaded with stuff. Glad we came on here.
That laser rifle looks like it would serve one of you very well.
Ooh, baby.
I will take the spell gem.
Advanced laser rifle.
Advanced laser rifle, personal gravity gem, spell gem. Only useful to those that have spell casting. It also has to be in your repertoire. I don't know if it's on your spell list there for Chick Chick.
I don't know either, but I'm more likely to use it than anybody else.
Yep. I think it probably is.
There's also a locked door here that someone with computers could probably open and get something cool.
I'm gonna take the rifle.
I think with that perception check from Chick Chick, you would identify this is a sort of a very small, not hidden, but an airlock door that grants access to the outside of the ship. You see there is a small ladder outside it that would allow you to crawl on the ship, and it's just like a small kind of emergency airlock exit type
Ooh,
of
maybe
type
you
of
know
place.
what? Don't
I see.
open that.
It's good to know that it's there just in case you need to look out into the cold embrace.
Ooh, can I lay on the the table and reenact the scene from Alien? I just stick a hand in my shirt and just pop it through and go. Nah, 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 nah.
How delightfully
Chinese?
morbid. That's my favorite. That was my favorite movie as a child.
Aw,
Even
you
if
could
it is
tell that.
culturally insensitive nowadays, it did not
Yeah.
age well in our current climate.
Alien?
Well, in a world where aliens are real, the movie Alien might not be the most sensitive material.
Makes sense. Swap my laser pistol, pull out this rifle, and load it. You said there was a locked door somewhere? That was computers? Did I hear that
Over
correctly?
here, I think.
No,
No
I
locked doors.
misunderstood.
It was a
it
latch
locked?
to
No
the
locked doors.
outside.
They don't believe in locked doors here.
Look at that.
And
I'm
the-
a
and-
computer genius. I unlocked
Oh,
it.
Dang.
Yeah. You find a restroom.
Thank God,
There-
I had to use the bathroom.
Several stalls to the north, and another emergency-looking small airlock. Little airlock, little ladder, and a bunch of stalls.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Does anybody else notice that there are 3 doors, but there are no walls to the stalls?
That is very
so you
odd.
still have to poop right next to your friends.
They're force field walls, so you just can't see it. They're razor thin.
Does anyone want to poop with me?
It'd be nice to hold hands with somebody when you're fighting for your life, I guess.
I think we gotta keep going north here.
I see
you know,
no
I
other
think we only got
recourse.
like 30 minutes before this ship crashes, so we better get moving.
I
Wait,
think
wait,
I
wait.
found
We don't
the-
want to percent. Oh, oh, hey.
You open the door to the north and get a look inside here. The bridge of the Bloom is surprisingly pristine, other than the dry blood stains all over the place.
That's
all
minor
over the
detail.
consoles in the center here. Everything else looks perfectly intact. The air is chilly, and as you open this door, you hear crying. You hear occasional screams. And as you try to place the source of this and take in this scene, you see a kind of semi-transparent ghostly visage appear before you of a woman. She appears to be under duress, as if something is attacking her. You see her stumble, fall. She's firing a weapon, and you see her slashing or trying to hit at it with something. But she screams as you see her flipped and dragged across the room. The ghostly corpse, perhaps reenacting their last moments.
My muse.
As you see this happening, at some point, her attention seems to move onto you all, and I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative here.
Let's go. 31. I love rolling 30 plus numbers.
I think I keep forgetting to roll it when the thing pops up. I'll just re-roll it since I don't
There
know
you
what
go.
I rolled.
Okay. You see this ghost flinging all around, but as you see this, it starts to fight back against its invisible assailant. But once it notices you, it turns its attentions toward you. Navasi, you're first to act.
I don't. Well, it's paused.
Oops, sorry.
Unpause
There
me,
you go.
please, sir.
Oh, there's also nothing on the board in case we're
Yeah, there's
supposed
nothing
to
that
see a
you
ghost
really
lady.
see here.
Gotcha.
You see this flickering light as this scene of this ghost getting thrashed and turning its attention towards you sort of flickers in different little dioramas all over the room. But clearly they are all appearing and disappearing all over the place, but clearly have turned their attention towards your group.
Okay, so I take a move to step into the room. I'm going to come in a little bit here. I can't really get a location, you're saying, of where this thing actually
It's
is?
flickering all over the place.
Do I get enough of a visual to do a recall knowledge?
Yeah, absolutely.
I am going to roll society, because I am a woman about town. I know a lot about the world.
You see this thing coming at you, and you know immediately that it is dangerous. But you recognize this as a haunt. In this case, this woman reliving the last gruesome moments of her life as she is devoured by some terrifying and unstoppable unseen entity. Her sadness and rage has kept her here, but she's turned her attention to you now.
All right, I am going to try to make a diplomacy check.
Okay.
And I'll say, I'm sorry, miss. Seems that you might be stuck in limbo here. It's okay, though. Whatever is attacking you is gone now. So you can go to the other side. You can take yourself to the boneyard. It's okay.
Okay. Go ahead and roll diplomacy.
I will do it. Oh, I rolled it in public. 24.
Yeah, you see a couple of the sort of very aggressively advancing silhouettes of this ghostly woman sort of stop at your words and like cock their head a little bit as if they're trying to listen, and some of them actually flicker out of existence, leaving slightly fewer in the room.
Okay.
I think that's your turn, though. Yeah.
Yeah, it sure is.
At this point, the advancing entities have sort of focused their attention on you, Navasi, and they're gonna come
Go
right
to
after you.
Pharasma, go!
As they come at you with some physical attacks here. First one,
Oh no.
natural 1.
Ah! Can't touch this.
Second attack comes at Isif as one of these silhouettes just materializes before you, coming in for an attack. Another natural 1.
Woof. I think we solved the haunt, guys.
Oh my gosh. Chick. Let's see if you spoke
This will be
too
the nat
soon.
20.
It's not a natural 20, but it is a 21 against AC.
I am gonna call out and use my reaction
Yeah?
and say, watch out. And I'll be like, watch
Ooh.
out! It's right there! And it'll give them a +2 to their AC.
Okay. Click on the icon, throw that sucker up in chat as you watch out.
You said it was a 21?
21 to hit.
Yeah, I have a 22 AC before the buff.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
But thank you.
Now,
Well, you're
you definitely
guaranteed
don't get
here. That's gonna miss then. Bringing us to Isif's turn.
Can I just look around and I don't know, see if I see anything like a computer that I can get to or something that piques my interest?
Okay. Yeah, give me a perception check. You afford yourself a very good look at the bridge. But other than it looks empty and sort of perfect, other than the large amounts of dried blood everywhere and this flickering ghost that's coming after you.
Right.
But you don't see anything else like out of place per se. It looks powered down. It doesn't look like it's active like all the consoles here. They have little like tiny lights on them, but the bridge is not lit up. The whole ship is pretty dark, so.
Huh. I will move to the left. I guess I'll use, so I have this move called Hologram Skeptic. and I'm gonna just search for these holograms that are popping up.
Okay.
And see if I can see where the source is coming from.
Okay. I think this is a search action, which is oh, so this is sort of a passive thing. When you're out of combat, using the search action to like look for stuff as you walk around, you get a bunch of you're much better at identifying holograms than everybody else.
Gotcha. All right. Let's hang back here and wait to shoot my gun at something there.
Okay. Chick.
Yeah, I'll start off by casting guidance on myself with one action. And then I will go for a religion check.
Okay.
Chick is trying to appeal to his own beliefs and apply them to the situation, as he says things to the effect of this is not the kind of suffering that Zon Shallan rewards. You don't deserve to live through these moments over and over again. There is no beauty to be had here. You should pass on to the other side and save yourself the suffering so that you may make more art in the future in another life.
With your beautiful words, many of the apparitions before you turn towards you and slow down their movement and sort of fade to nothing. And for a moment, you are alone on the bridge. And then you see a small blue glow, and you see one apparition sort of fade back in. This time looking much calmer, though still looking rather sad. But it is the same apparition that you saw a moment ago. It's a woman. She comes up to you, and she just says,
"Thank you, my friends. I was beside myself in grief and frustration. It has been it's been hard last week."
Yeah, I'd say. Seems like it.
Yeah. Are you here from the Xenowardens?
No, we just happened to find your vessel, and honestly, initially we did this for the reward, but seeing your plight has made me want to return this ship to the Xenowardens with a fresh set of paint.
I see. Well, I'm afraid I must make a different request of you. If you're here, we're not in the Drift and Yarger. I take...
That is correct.
No, it looks like something happened to your engine there.
Yes. We tried to disable it. If you're here and I'm gone, then certainly it knows you're here. You must help me. This ship must not reach the Xenowardens. I need your help to destroy this vessel.
Destruction is one of the greatest forms of artistic expression. It's the only way to rebuild and create new.
Well, perhaps it is, but in this case, it's the only way to save those that may intercept this vessel. It knows you're here. What we've called
What is it?
Sample 62. My name
Is that...
is Captain. Sorry, so what was that?
No, I
No,
digress.
you go.
But, after you.
Oh, okay. I am Captain Imas. and I was captain of the ship, the Bloom, bonded to this vessel. But after my death, I am no longer in control. Time is short. To kill Sable 62 and their brood, you must destroy the brood completely. Not even one of Sable 62's hatchling or eggs can survive to reach Brenda or the Verdant Paradise. The Bloom is a biomechanical starship and will self-repair in time. However, it is highly vulnerable to radiation. You'll need to first harvest the radioactive components from the drift engine. With this material, if you're able to climb on the exterior hull and sabotage our starship's weapons, they can be exploded when they're triggered to fire. If you're able to integrate the radioactive material, then flee back to your starship, I should still be able to trigger the guns myself from the bridge. Even in this state, I retain enough connection to the blue. For that much at least. Once you're away, please send my final message to the Xenowardens of the Verdant Paradise. They'll know what to do, and will ensure that Sample 62's home planet is quarantined. Can I count on you, strangers?
This sounds like a delightfully artistic form of expression. You can count me in.
Yeah, we can do it. No problem. We're already here. Might as well.
I must warn you.
Besides, there was a lot of loot on here that we took. I feel like we owe some kind of payment.
I do must warn you. The creature of Sample 62 has grown. It has evolved. Each time it consumes, it learns. Be very wary. Sabotage the guns and flee this place.
Is this thing an experiment of yours?
No. We were exploring a planet. When we arrived there, we collected specimens. But when we returned to the ship, one of them escaped its convoys, began to devour the other specimens, growing. Originally it appeared as kind of a grub-like tapeworm type creature, but it is larger now, more devious. My crew, I fear they did not make it. And it has grown smarter.
Alright. Yeah, hubris gets us all every once in a while.
I believe we heard it crawling through the vents.
Be wary of it. Sabotage the guns. Flee to your ship. I will take care of the rest. Please, the console here. Download the message I saved. I was unable to send it before the creature found me. But if you're able to transmit it from your ship, my people should be able to do the rest.
You got it. Pull out the USB dongle and stick it in there.
You see Captain Leah Imez smile at you, give a little nod, and her ghostly form sort of dissipates.
Well, I only see one recourse here, and that's to go get some vials of radioactive material, climb on the outside of a spaceship, and send a weird foreign body to whatever form of hell it deserves for the anger that it has caused here.
Who has the radiation protection? Somebody picks that up, right?
Oh, I mean, I have the mag boots, so
Did you get
I
it?
think I did, actually.
if you want the mag boots, or if you want to give me the radiation protection, then I can carry the radioactive material, or you can carry it. But you're more likely to need your hands, so maybe it'd be better if I carried the material.
Yes.
Will a force field help?
Probably not against radiation.
Yeah, I think we're mostly looking for the there was a radiation protective thingy.
Yeah, I have that. Chick, coming your way.
Thank
Let me know
you,
if you got
friend.
it.
There you go.
Would you like the jetpack?
I have wings and boots. It's okay.
Oh, yes.
The jetpack will help you maneuver in space. Yeah, and I'll install the radiation buffer in my armor, and
All right. You take 10 minutes to plug that in,
yeah.
and you're all set.
make sure that my boops are on, and all right, well, we know where the radioactive material is, so let's make haste. You know who really could have helped us on this mission? Chester.
Rest in peace, Chester.
Yeah, you Chick, you make your way back down to the power core in the engineering bay. If you want to try to grab some of the radioactive material here, doing so is probably going to either require crafting skill or maybe thievery skill to exfiltrate some of the materials from this here reactor.
Pretty good at
Let me help
crafting.
you with that.
And you, whoever does this is going to roll a fortitude save, as you're going to be exposed to radiation during the extraction here. Whoa. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, and I would get a bonus because of the upgrade, like a +4, I believe.
Yeah, you and Isif are very diligent together, and with
+2.
rolling a thievery check to craftily disassemble it, plus Chick's crafting prowess, both of you are able to extract a whole bunch of radioactive material. And you're sort of able to grab it and package it up enough that it seems fairly safe to carry. There is a fair amount of it, though, enough for everyone to grab a bit. Although it's not particularly heavy, it's just awkward.
All right, everybody, grab your dangerous radioactive material. Remember, this is not a snack.
I was thinking about eating it. Is that weird?
It's kind of like wanting to eat magma. I get it.
What, where do you want to exit the ship?
I
are-
was thinking
Yeah.
the captain's quarters
Sure.
is where
There
I
is
was thinking.
a airlock there, and there's a ladder that goes up the side of the ship, you think. So you could probably crawl
Yeah.
up the side of the ship.
Sounds like a plan.
You make your way there. Did someone download the captain's message? I didn't even ask.
Yeah.
Or yeah,
I
you
did.
said you put your jump drive in there. Excellent. Yeah, you make your way to the captain's quarters, pop the seal on the door. It opens to space, but you see that green shimmering force field that keeps the atmosphere in. So you're able to just sort of step out and sort of around the corner, hop onto the ladder. And it only takes a second for you to climb up onto the top.
I'll make sure my mag boots
the
are
ship.
activated once I get out there.
It's kind of a lot of stuff up here.
As you make your way to the top of the ship, you see that it is covered with flora up here. The kind of ladders that go up, climb up the side of the ship, and actually go all the way up into the center. So they make easy handholds to climb your way to the center of the ship, where you can see perched there are the 4 sort of large turrets that make up the weapon systems of the Bloom.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way to one of them.
Yeah, I'll
I'll take the one
so-
to the southwest here.
with my mag boots. Do I need the ladder, or can I just clomp along the ship?
Yeah, so as long as you are walking on metal, which the top of this is metal, so your mag boots will work despite all the floor that covers everything. So mag boots let you walk no problem. How's everyone else doing in 0G?
Well, I'll use the handholds on this to get to, I guess, down to the south one, but I'm going to have to do I'm going to have to transition to the southwest.
Okay.
But I
So
have my
you-
anti-grav harness,
Ah.
so I'll get a little bonus to whatever check I have to make here.
That's fine. What about ISIF and Day? How's 0G working for you two?
It's going
That's a good
well. I have
question.
my jetpack.
You have a jetpack, so you can just fly around.
Yeah.
It just zips all over the place. No problem. Or ISIF does. What about Day?
I do have my magma boots.
You have mag boots? Oh, there you go. You can just walk.
Hell yeah.
So I'm actually kind of doing a really cool walk. I hope everyone notices. Do they? Did everyone notice?
It's very cool.
I guess
That's a cool walk you got there, Day. I love it.
Hey, thanks, man.
So actually the anti-grav harness, I can turn it on and then it just feels like low gravity.
Cool. So you're hopping
zero
all
G
over the
becomes
place.
low gravity. Yeah, I'm like on the moon.
Cool. So you hop over to the guns. Everyone is able to make their way over pretty easily. And you can see, 4 of you each have a package of radioactive material. There's 4 turrets to this gun system, so it looks pretty straightforward. You're just gonna, each apply some radioactive material to these, sort of help sabotage them a little bit.
This feels delightfully easy.
You're gonna want to, what are you gonna want to do here? Probably gonna want to do Arcana, Crafting, Computers, Nature, or Thievery to sabotage these guns.
Nature.
Do thievery because it's just roll that.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you think that thievery and deception are quite similar?
I don't. Not for the purposes of configuring explosives. Okay, so we got a couple good rolls in here. Yeah, you start to you put down your packages and you secure them, and you start getting to work sabotaging the guns. Give me a perception check to figure out how these guns work,
Perception.
to like size them up, because I don't think anyone's here ever been on a bioorganic starship. So it's sort of new to all of you, but you've seen weapon systems before, so it's not too bad. So you just get to work. But ISIF, as you start working, you catch a little bit of movement.
We got
and you
action.
see something slithering up towards you through the foliage. As it appears
Oh my
right
god.
above you. You see this large thing up here.
That's
Aw,
insane.
It's kind of cute.
I
It's
love
very
it.
xenomorphy.
For sure.
And we're gonna
Big.
roll initiative here. Oh, maybe. Add. There we go.
Oh,
Let's
big
see what
money.
we get here. Ooh.
Ah. Not over 30 this time. I'm disappointed in you, Navasi.
This creature doesn't waste any time. It is snarling, its mouth is moving, even in the zero gravity. You're sure it would be making a terrible noise, but you can't hear it out in space. It sort of extends its neck and just sort of almost expands out like Go-Go Gadget style, and it tries to take a bite out of Isif. 21.
Ooh, no.
Okay. Damn. All right. Huh. Well, let's say this then. It's
Really
gonna
took
reach
that
out
one
at
to
you with
work.
a claw and try to hit you with that. $13.
Definitely not.
Okay. Oh man. Not what I expected to happen. It's gonna try to whip at you with its
Does it
tail.
die from embarrassment?
Yeah, basically. It's gonna
Just
whip
using any appendage it can.
It's gonna whip at you with its tail. That's a 23. It's a 23 hit Isif.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tie is the same thing, right?
Yep, Ty wins. Okay. Let's roll some damage. You're gonna take 13 piercing damage. And you are grabbed
No.
as it wraps around you. So you become grappled. At the same time as this thing's happening, you see it sort of look all around itself and let out a silent screech into the void. And as it does, you see the foliage all over this top of this vessel sort of whips up and starts flailing about. Vines and tentacles and flowers and things just start whipping all over the place. I'm gonna, oh boy, let's see here. It's gonna vine attack at Day first. Tricky. First attack is gonna be a 28 to hit.
That's a hit.
You're gonna take 15 slashing. Second attack's gonna come at Navasi. You're gonna take 8 slashing damage.
Doesn't have to hit.
Oh, you're right. It does have to hit. I clicked the wrong button. Well, you're gonna take 8 slashing damage if a 24 hits.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you see some of the vines and flowers sort of perk up all around the creature and form this sort of cocoon around it for a second, and you see flower petals flutter off as it sort of bursts. And you see this sort of green glow form around the creature.
I don't like that. That's
Chick,
a really long turn.
Chick, what are you using to sort of negate the zero gravity here?
I got the mag boots.
You got mag boots. Okay. Cool. So you're okay. It's your turn.
Yeah, Chick is mad, and he's going to kind of clomp over this way, and he says, "You are not the kind of pain that creates. You are the kind of pain that destroys. And so for that, you must destroy yourself." And I'm going to cast the spell Shadow Snap. This is my focus spell.
Okay.
So I'm going to make a spell attack roll against the target's AC. I can just roll it like this. Oh, baby.
Wow.
Now,
Okay.
like, who knows if this actually is going to do a ton of damage because I didn't do this smart, but... So that is, because it automatically heightens, it is a, it does 3d10 damage.
Okay.
And it's, of course, going to be doubled because of the crit. So that's 40
20.
points of cold damage.
Yeah. 40 points, right?
Yeah, because
Double.
I got a crit, so.
Oh my god, that's
goodness.
gross. 40 points of cold damage. Pretty good. Does anything else happen?
I'm sorry?
That's it for this spell?
Yeah, I guess that's it. That's all it does.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Chick
you
Chick
can
is
sustain
just-
this if you like. I see.
Yeah, on my subsequent turns, I can spend an action to recast it, basically.
Okay.
And so you see, like, Chick stomps over and is reciting poetry, and then, leaking out of their poetry book is just like an inky black shadow that wiggles and like shoots across the top of the ship, and it inhabits the shadow of this creature as you see like shadowy limbs that mirror its own limbs start whipping up at it as it's essentially attacking itself, or its shadow is attacking it.
Okay. Awesome. That's amazing. Okay, that's 2 actions? 3 actions? 2
Yep,
actions.
that was I moved and then it was a 2-action spell.
All right. Devasi. You see this massive thing closing in on Isif here.
Yeah, Navasi's gonna basically step up right next to Chick, kind of get in a offensive rifle position.
Now, before you do
And
that, you're using what to negate gravity here?
I have my anti-grav harness. It's low gravity.
Anti-grav
today.
harness. Now, how long does that last when you activate that?
That's a good question.
I think it might only
let me
last
see.
a turn.
Really? Inventory. Anti-grav harness.
Or no, wait, maybe?
Doesn't effect.
Your movement lasts till the
This-
end of your next turn.
This only affects you, your gear, and your movement, and lasts until the end of your next turn.
So I'll let you go for this run because you turned it on to get here. So it would be active for this turn, but subsequent turns, if you want to use that, you're gonna have to activate it every time.
Okay.
But you are just standing on top of the ship. You don't have mag boots to hold you on there, so I'm gonna need you to give me a reflex save, please. To avoid falling prone as the ship hurtles through space, and you're trying to perch on top of it.
Okay. An 18?
That's fine. You're good.
Great. Okay. The gets up next to Chick, points the rifle at the creature, and says, "Get this son of a bitch!" And then I am going to shoot it as well, but I'll paste the get him in here because that's gonna give him a -1 AC. I don't know if I can just apply it, but can I? Activate lead by example.
Yeah, that's the question is whether you use lead by example here.
Well, I have to hit, or I'm gonna shoot. So yes. So I will shoot with the laser rifle.
Do it.
Well. Oh god. Jesus.
18
Terrible rolls.
to hit. Not gonna do it.
It's big. Come on, it's big.
You hit it, but it has apparently thick, kind of chitinous plating around it. Doesn't seem to connect with a soft spot.
Navasi kind of like shoots and then is like notices it didn't do anything. Kind of looks at the gun, and that's her turn.
Okay. Isif. This thing's close to you, and it's already trying to take a bite out of you.
Yeah, I think I mistakenly clicked off grappled.
Oh, it's okay. I'll
I was
definitely
trying to
get
read
that
it
back
and then
to
I
you.
right. Yeah, I was trying to read it and then I right clicked it. Yeah, so I'm gonna just aim at this thing. I can't move,
Shoot her.
and I'm going to shoot. Does a
It's good. Right down the middle.
26.
26 is a hit.
Fantastic. Damage.
11 piercing.
+2.
That's right.
Yeah, and then I'm stuck. So, can I shoot again?
Sure.
I just have to take a.
Yeah, you just have the multi-attack penalty.
Boom. Ooh.
Oh, I should have done a. Whatever. That's
Well-
fine. I did this third map.
Oh, you did the third
This-
one?
The second one.
Yeah, it's -10.
Oh, so that's really a
It's
26.
+5. Yeah.
26 is a hit.
Hey.
With
Same
your aim.
damage.
Yeah. Aim bonus is still
Nice
getting
to hit
applied here.
things.
Phew. Another 11.
Another
Plus 2, right?
13.
You still
Yep.
get the buff from... Oh, man. Okay. Boom. All right. So you've aimed and you've fired twice. Good turn. Some significant damage there. Day, you're up. And how do you...
So
how are you standing up? You have mag boots.
my mag boots.
Okay, so you're fine. Go ahead.
Yeah. Can, so,
Do we feel like it's been 10 minutes since
our last battle.
Yeah, I did a medicine check, treat wounds, which is a 10-minute action. So since we fought the worms, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, because I just I can only use my my supernova once every 10 minutes. So I was like, oh, I can do that again. But I'd like to roll something to determine if A, it will work, and B, will it have the same fire effect in space, or will it not work in space?
So when you say will it work, what do you mean? Will your ability function? I guess because you're out in space, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to trick me into
Yeah.
saying fire doesn't work in space because there's no air.
No. This is Solarian
fire.
magic stuff, so this
Sun
is going to
work in
be
space.
fine.
Yeah.
You think it's much less likely that the ground will catch on fire in space with no air, though?
Okay.
Probably
all
for
right.
the best.
So as long as
There's
there's
plants in
yeah,
space.
I mean,
think we're okay.
I mean, I would love to see this entire ship burst into flames, but okay. Yes, I actually want to move here. I'm guessing, does it get an attack of opportunity? Are we moving that close to it?
Not everything in
Oh,
this game
okay,
has
perfect.
access to that. Thank God.
Supernova. So just put that in the chat. That's
Supernova.
my supernova. Yeah.
Okay.
Champagne supernova.
15 foot or 30 foot.
And I'll set
I guess I can imagine.
15 foot this time. Yeah, and then I'll target everything and let's do some damage.
Good
Let's see
rolls.
how much damage. For 29. Oh, what was that? Oh, yeah, sorry. I guess you have to
I get to roll fortitude.
roll DC fortitude check. For,
21. Oh, man.
and it's
Okay.
actually a 21 fortitude save.
Fail. Not a crit fail,
For
but
29 fire damage.
Jesus. Okay. Cool. Yeah, this thing lights up. 29.
Does the
Let's,
vine take any damage?
Yeah, some of the plants around burn a little bit, but the brunt is taken by this creature.
I meant the vines that are attacking us.
Oh, so the vines are attacking you from everywhere.
Gotcha. Okay.
everything
They're
is
they're
out to
just
get you.
Kind of represented. I see.
Yes. Okay.
Chick
a
Chick
cool
knows
effect.
that everything is out to get them.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, not even on just this ship, just everything.
It's everything everywhere.
I'm just want to check something here.
And that was all 3 rounds.
Yes.
Does this lovely creature have fire weakness?
It does have fire weakness. So you deal even more additional damage to it. Oh my gosh. Brutal. Absolute brutal.
Oh my god.
You
It's like reverse
Oh my
DR.
God.
weakness.
yeah. You explode, fire bursts everywhere. This thing like screams and withers in pain, and you see it burning, and it sort of like releases its grip from the ship, and its body flies in the air on fire for a second before sort of combusting out. But as it does, it's still with a little twitch, and it sort of floats as the ship is moving. It goes up in the air, and the ship keeps moving past, and the body comes past and flies backwards towards the back of the ship. But you notice as it does, the ship itself, several leafy vines come up and some big fronds come up, catch the body, pulling it back down, and it disappears into the foliage of the ship.
Oh my god.
We should probably make haste to install this radioactive material and leave.
Yes. Agreed. Let's get the hell out of here.
That was a spectacular display. The art that we made here is truly inspirational.
So rolling your previous checks forward from all of you to install the bit, it only takes you another minute or two to prepare the material inside the weapons and configure them the way you were asked. And your job up here is done. At which point
Sounds good.
you can jump back down the ladders and out through the airlock and back over to your ship. With just another minute or two, you send a signal over to the Bloom indicating the job has been done, and you get a generic confirmation back from the systems. And a moment later, you see the guns atop the Bloom fire, except they sort of almost fire downward onto the ship itself. And there's a flash and an explosion, and then a secondary larger explosion, emanating this sickly green light that you take to be the radioactive material. And the ship vaporizes, basically, leaving your ship shaking slightly, because you were maybe a little closer to it than you should have been. With the ship destroyed, you were able to easily send the message from your vessel to the Verdant Paradise, the research station near Brethda that the ship was headed to. And with the information about what happened to their ship, the Xenowardens stationed there immediately thank you for your trouble, sending you several thousand credits each as a way of thanks for your trouble and for your silence. They note that any information on Sample 62 and its planet of origin could spark corporate or public interest, and seeing the viciousness, ferocity, and just how quickly this creature evolved on the ship, they want to make sure that this information is best kept confidential. And with that, they thank you from saving Brethda and the Pact Worlds from this incredibly dangerous creature.
All in a day's work.
Nobody reads my poetry anyways. My silence is assured.
I read every blog post.
And with that, we find ourselves at the end. That's it.
This is good. I
Well,
like this one.
we did it.
What about the industrial loop? Did we deliver it?
Did we just deliver
Well,
the
that's-
industrial loop?
Our next adventure.
A story for another day.
That was, I'm not gonna lie, you guys absolutely trounced those
You,
fights.
you remember how the first one I
couple-
said that I felt like we had like the worst possible party composition?
Yeah,
I feel like this time we had the best possible party composition.
yeah.
It was
Your
kind
level
of the
5
energy that
characters have a lot more tools at your disposal
for
there
sure.
too. But
I'm
those
actually
crits-
a little sad I didn't really get to utilize any of them. Like I didn't get to do any healing really.
No.
The vitality network and stuff seems so cool. But I enjoy being able to play a spellcaster. I've always enjoyed the like healer that also happens to have some heavy hitting spells. You know, like clerics in D&D 5e have some of the highest dice per spell slot spells in the entire book.
Well, Mystic seems to be following suit a little bit. Yeah, we didn't get to see you, but you had a lot of spells that we just didn't get to see this time, but that's okay. You made very strong
I was
use of what you
gonna
wanted.
soul surge it.
I think that
A lot
I
of
think
stuff.
the envoy buffs and debuffs really helped too. Really added up.
Absolutely.
Made a couple of those hits hit that might not have otherwise too.
Nice.
Coupled with all the fire
I
damage from the
can't
Solarian.
hit, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
the envoy seems good.
Those were just some unfortunate rolls though too.
yeah.
But and
Yeah,
Ice have
I
had
don't
some
think you rolled like a level
strong
5 on
attacks
your
there too.
attacks.
I think the operative single target damage is pretty sick.
Uh-huh.
Even with the little debuff they threw in the third errata for aim or
Yeah.
for hair trigger. We didn't get to see that today, but
No.
well, I know you
I-
killed it in one round. We
Yeah.
didn't even get to round 2.
I think this scenario is kind of supposed to showcase the weakness of the operative too, because the extra damage is all precision damage, and with the swarm enemies, since they're immune to precision damage, like damage would have been pretty minimal, but having access to a Solarian and a spellcaster with area of effect spells is pretty handy.
Well, that's why like you diversify, you get those grenades in there,
Yeah.
and that does the
Well,
trick.
Now, listen, I was pretty dead set on playing an envoy when we get to like a proper campaign, but like the Mystic is seeming like it might be a fun choice too. Now I have decisions to make.
Nice. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, that'll end our second playthrough of the Starfinder 2e system and the It Came from the Vast scenario. Coming up, we're going to take a look at the third playtest they released, and then we're going to dive into some of the slightly longer adventures with some homegrown characters here. And we'll be rocking that for a little bit until a little closer to the release of the first edition of the player core and the GM core for 2e, and then we'll be looking at a long-term adventure, something a little bit customized here that I'm really looking forward to. So thanks everybody for jumping on, and we'll see y'all next time.